Aiden's here. It's time to work on the car again. I've got tires and the camera and the dash, and I accidentally sent the pretty front part of the dash in for the core, and apparently I wasn't supposed to do that, so I've just emailed him to get that back. But we got a lot to do today. Oh, the monkeys should be coming out to help too, so that's good. This car very much smells like a Mavis discount tire. Oh, and there's the full way we kept. We're gonna find a full-size spare for that because the tire's not that old at all. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, we're also at Walmart because it's 89 outside, which means it's 120 inside. And there's this absolute unit parked up in the lot from Virginia. Love those things, great vehicle. And then there's literally nothing else of interest in the parking lot. New cars suck. I think out of everything here, I would actually pick the rusty, shitty Chevy. It's a good car. What is that? Depends if someone fixed the Triton bomb or not. These here, we have the tires and whatnot today. We just left it up on jacks and took them, but we gotta get down there. There's an exhaust bit that's rattling and it's extremely irritating. And then I have to check the ABS wire, which needs to be rewrapped. Okay, so 2 things before the wheels go back on. Exhaust, I think that's it. Yeah, no, that's totally...
It was wrapped around it.
The catalytic converter heat shield is what's rattling. What is this? Wait a minute, what is that?
Is it worse than me?
I don't know what that is, but somebody's fixed the line and routed around it. Oh, that's gonna drop so much rust. I got a gift for you.
Holy Christ.
I found the exhaust rattle. Actually, this side was a bit worse.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
You don't like the Titanic?
I like the Titanic.
Oh, hey. Oh yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's a special interest. Be careful. Come on, go on the stud. You recording me, you bitch?
I feel like you're making me feel like I'm teaching a high school tech class. So Jared, you want to know a trick? Put your legs under the car and put the tire on your thighs.
Yeah, I just didn't want to do that. I also wanted to see if it was
a wheel so the bottom bolt on the shock has come loose. So we gotta just take that off, tighten it up. Yeah, this guy's loose. You can see the wear around it where it just was. This car's got to go get in alignment soon, so we're just gonna tighten it up as is. It doesn't really want to push back into place, so alignment guy's problem.
Hey, it's probably easier for me to hold this and me to do this instead.
You got lucky that this goofball tool happened to work.
Why do you think I grabbed the big one? It was for the camera.
Dog, that thing is fucking huge.
You gotta use the Looney Tunes ass wrench.
Oh yeah, I wear a size 14 shoe and it's just small next to this. So, hey, could I have the tire, please? I'd like to put it on. Yeah, snake polish it. So we had to do some figuring out off camera, but this has a bad lower ball joint. But the rest of this is just steering box play or rack. No, the stupid space car that they made is definitely rack and pinion. And then this side's perfectly fine. So I'll have to order a ball joint for that. Not that big a deal. It's not like about to break, but it is bad. So we'll get that fixed. We need Buster over here to not fly off the road when he's driving it. So, oh, hold on. I haven't torqued the passenger wheel. The battery's dead again. And at this point, I don't really know if it's the battery having been killed so many times that it doesn't hold charge, or if it's still eating the battery. I'll try and find out. But, yeah, we're just going to go get another battery for now. I'll do a test. You can't really tell if there's a draw. Can't test for draw with no battery. Genius. Right, the center console's back together. I installed the new radio module, and it fixed it. And the Bluetooth and everything works. I can't prove it because everything is copyrighted, and I don't have anything not copyrighted. I've also just plugged in the dash, so hopefully, okay. No, off, copyright.
You just put fingerprint marks on it.
The dash isn't on. This part is not on. No malfunctions. Okay, well, it's communicating with it, but it's not on.
You just try and turn the car on. I mean, not with his hand.
Yeah, he's working on the valve cover. I don't know, but this should be on right now. And it's not. Maybe the plug's not all the way in. Okay, so in the great news department, the dash didn't work. Which is good. So I emailed the place I got it. They've been very helpful. And I also messaged a guy who rebuilds these and has a test rig. I want to see if I can get some voltages or something from him. But it's still not acting right. Like, there's a test button, you hit test, everything's supposed to light up. It doesn't. It's not trying to power the displays. There's an inverter on this circuit that could be bad. It could be not getting triggered to turn on. But it was communicating with the CRT, so it is better than it was. But that's like a massive problem I have to fix now. Thank you, car. That's not... I didn't want you to do that. Shaw, this is such a bad solder joint that you're showing them. I'm making radiator fans that are just always on, because the other option is never on. And oh, wire a thermal switch. No, you know what, I can't, so it's just not getting it. I don't have one, and I don't have a place in the manifold to put it.
I need to slam the doors, dog.
The lights don't turn off otherwise.
Yeah, actually, you should slam that driver's door.
Yeah, I know, I'm just kidding.
No, I think it's wired, right? It seems.
Ready?
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. It's running. Turn it off.
They come in a pair, dude.
Oh, that's why you're double fisting them. Okay. What'd you say?
90s movie fat kid.
Oh.
Torch method?
The torch method.
The torch method.
What's that?
Well, I just don't... First of all, the shop's already a mess because I'm tired. And then I don't really feel like going and getting the extension cord. So you hit them with one of these, and you just don't set the electrical tape on fire, and then it's fine. Right? Oh yeah, the ball joints are here, both the front lower, but Aiden has my grease gun, so I can't do anything right now. I'm going to do some extremely exciting work and do some testing at the digital dash connector pinout. Hopefully I didn't damage this new digital dash somehow, but I find it very weird that, like, these buttons stopped working, and then, I don't know, I mean, the place sells good rebuilds, so... Via some testing, I did find this blown fuse. This is for cruise control, but according to the cluster pinout, it goes to the cluster too, which is strange, because there's other 12-volt inputs that go through an IPC fuse. I don't know, just put a new fuse in it, go from there. The lowest I have is a 10, and that's not gonna cut it, so to the store. It was really hard to find 3s in the store just now. They were kind of shoved behind everything else. They didn't even have their own little hanger, but I got them, and they're purple. It's kind of wicked. The other one was clear. Okay, so pin H on C2, which is this guy, isn't getting any voltage, and it's switched 12 volts, so it should only get voltage when the key is on, and it doesn't. And what that does is it wakes up the dash, so the shiny bit here, the actual, whoa, camera, calm down. The actual display part, and that doesn't come on. The button issue is probably just something related to this. I mean, the wedge sockets, as I know from pinball machines, are finicky, so that should be easy. And but I want the display first, so I gotta trace that. I'm having fun. This is what I've been doing the last few times I've come here. But it's progress. We did something, and I'm still doing something. These are not me, by the way. This was the last guy trying to figure it out. That's not good. Okay, so this is what's happening. The IPC, some little box I don't recognize, and then it goes to the BCM, and it gives me a dark blue and orange color thingy. So I'm gonna hop in the BCM and see if that's happening. Which means, ow, I get to rip the glove box out again. Oh, and strangely enough, you turn the key off and the glove box light shuts off. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, this camera will never focus, but dark blue and orange should be the top right one on this connector, labeled 1. And, oh yeah, the diagram says 2A1. Okay, let's try that. Can I get, okay, this isn't the right pin, that's a different pin. So I get 11, shut that off, I get 0, and I have 11 again. We switch this top pin, and I have 0. That's bad. There's probably an issue in the BCM. That's not great. Okay, so this car loves me. So I plug the dash back in, and I go and I test the blue-orange again, and I have 12 volts, or the equivalent of 12 volts because my battery's low. Okay, to explain what I've done, this is a fuse jumper wire, the 1 amp in it, I guess, that runs out here. So this allows me to apply ground to 2A1, and if I take that and I put it on this, which runs to a good ground outside the car, watch the dash. You can't see, I gotta let you be able to see the dash, right? Dash doesn't work, and then when I take this and oh, the pin fell out. The dash doesn't work, and then when I take this and ground it, the dash turns on perfectly fine, which is very cool. Turns off, turns back on every time. So the problem is with the BCM, absolutely not what I wanted. BCM is coming out. Any other YouTube video, and he would have just bought the replacement, but nah. I'm gonna try and fix it, because I don't want to spend any more money on this car. I don't want to spend any more money on stupid electric gooberism that they could have just designed correctly in the first place. Oh, and don't worry, the battery's off.
I put all the window cleaners in the bathroom with the cleaners.
Thank you. There we go. Okay. Computer. It looks like very strange. It's also still very hot. There you go, the 80s at its finest. Everything in here looks fine. My only concern was the connector pins here, and God forbid it focus, but I reflowed these. It's sort of focused. Yeah, they look terrible. I don't have a solder sucker or contact cleaner or anything. I have rubbing alcohol, but this board has some finish on it I don't recognize. But I reflowed the pins, and they're not shorted to each other, and it's just ugly. Back in the case it goes. And provided I didn't break anything by doing this, I'm gonna go grab the central power supply and check that too. All right, Goober computer is back together, and I was on the phone with a specialist for these cars. There's just one guy who's been really helpful, and he was telling me something about, this is a reman, and I'm gonna say a bunch of all the 80s electronic goobery that he told me that sounds correct, because I feel like I've heard it before. These have like a setup. So there were two things called PIDs. I don't know exactly what those are. And then there's prom ID. And the sum of both PIDs should add up to a certain number, of which that certain number correlates to this 88 Buick with the exact option setup. So power buttons, but no Twilight Sentinel, no power seats. Basically exactly this car. Because this computer setup for the stupidly overcomplicated bullshittery machine also came in like Cadillacs and the Trofeo. Oldsmobile Trofeo is friggin' awesome if you ever get to see one of them. And this says, operate like a Buick. And if somebody just swapped the chips and then maybe didn't set it up right, or if they didn't swap the chips and this is not from a Reatta, and it's in fact from a Riviera, it might be doing some shit like this. Because it'll still run. All those other cars are 3800, 1460 cars. it would just do some like really occasional weirdo stuff. So I gotta plug this back in, get some information off the test screen, and then call the guy. Okay. We're still on the phone with the very helpful specialist guy again, and all the stuff in here is correct, all the chips are correct, everything in there is fine. We think. So now I'm gonna check the central power supply. When I asked him, I was like, what's up with the 7 volts? The cars are usually 5 volt reference or logic, and it's 7. And we talked a little bit, and I asked him straight up, I was like, is this just some GM shit? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, oh, well, does it replace 5 volt? He goes, no, there's 5 volt in the car, too. There's just also 7 volt. Because GM thinks that they are hilarious. Now I have to lay upside down up under the dash, and I'm smart enough to hit this before I remove the battery. I'm a genius. Time to discover where GM shoved this wonderful, wonderful module. All I know is that it's above my feet somewhere. Oh, it's that. Oh, that's it? GM, I should have had to like cut a 15 millimeter wrench or something stupid. I'm pretty sure I could. Oh, you know what? It's because I haven't tried yet. I like the random fuse stuff up there too. That's definitely not factory. Cool. That was really easy, which I find suspicious. I also don't like that it's discolored. But I have enough time to bust into it, and I'm gonna do that. Well, it is a relatively simple power supply. There's a 3-legged capacitor. There's 2. Oh, okay. So he did explain this to me. One of them is a support leg, but this is marked positive, this is marked positive, and this is marked positive. What is it? 40 volts DC, 220 UF. I can buy these from work. That's wicked. So I'll just have to ask him about the wiring. Well, let me see the back of the board. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with this. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's good. Actually, it is good. So I'm gonna throw new caps in this. Newer ones are better. And the varistor's not exploded. That's awesome. Thing's like covered in hot glue almost. I don't know what that is. These have a tendency to get unusually hot. I'm wondering if that's why whatever this stuff is on top of it is not hot glue, right? But it's something. So it's either a corrosion protectant or it's some sort of heat dampening fluid. Oh, good, and it's on the working side too. I will need to figure out what that is made of. Okay, so Goober box is rebuilt. I could only replace 2 of the caps because one of them was 820 microfarads, which is like a weird nothing size that we didn't have. 2 of them are replaced, and I reflowed the connector, and nothing in there was actually broken. So I'm 90% sure that I need a body control module. Cool. But I gotta move this thing outside. So central power supply and battery are gonna go back on. And then I'll take the battery back off, take the body control module home, get a new body control module, put the body control module in, and then fixed? And hopefully by doing that, I'll fix that too. Maybe the turn signal will work as it's supposed to. It doesn't start right up, but it runs really nice. And the interior only squeaks a lot because it's made by GM. The new body control modules here, it's this one, and I have to change the chips from here to here. And they're kind of stuck. Don't want to break them. Yeah, the passenger side of the headliner is now falling down, but the driver's side that we re-glued is also kind of falling down, but it's better than... I can't get it out, the screws don't come out, so it's gonna get the same shoot the glue in the side thing you did on the last one. Can you put the key in the dash? Or in the... Not in the dash, no. Thank God. It turns on with the key. All right, that was kind of like the last thing we needed. Halogen headlights on. No, turn. I'm gonna have to putz with that. That didn't take too long considering it's been sitting so long. See Diagnostic Center. Maybe the fuel gauge works.
I don't think we put that much gas in this thing. We didn't put nearly.
We
that
have
much
no
gas.
idea how much was in it when we got it.
Yeah, but it was sputtering and misfiring before.
Okay, we'll be able to turn the check engine light off. The brake light being on is concerning. The ABS light, I do not give a royal shit about. Oh, it's gone! Hey! Oh, you know what? I bet you the electric pump had to go. I don't know why it just missed, but whatever. Yeah, so the anti-lock light, we're probably just gonna pull the bulb. I was talking to Aiden about this earlier. Even if I find the issue, I'm not getting parts for this thing. It's not happening. It would have to be for Reatta. I'm not getting that. I got the sensor to fix the check engine light, and the dash works, and I mean, aside from minor things, it's pretty much done. I want to get that to stay closed. I have no idea how it's closed right now. I'm gonna have to reassemble the whole thing, and then I might drive it. I gotta see how much insurance would get me for. Yeah, I put the glove box back.
Oh, there's the mileage.
Oh, okay, 128.
That seems more.
That's not that bad, actually.
Yeah.
Consider, I mean, we just did major engine work, but wasn't the last thing in the manual 126? It's not in here. It's in here.
I really hope.
Okay, so the last service entry was 318.06 at 125.979. So the guy we got this from did not take it very far. I imagine we've only put 510 at most on that thing. So then when did this thing get its ass kicked? Because clearly the first owner liked it.
Sitting and that time in between.
What, did it get hit when it was sitting? Twice?
Oh, that. Well, maybe that's why that owner got rid of it.
That's true. They probably got hit and it got resprayed and they didn't want it anymore. Because it's not straight at all. It's better than my Firebird. Yeah, so that's a throttle position sensor, which Aiden brought it up. Makes a lot of sense. It takes forever to start. It's very slow. The throttle response is crappy. It gives me a engine code. It doesn't know where the throttle blade is. That explains everything. And the exhaust leak that we have to unfortunately get rid of because it's poisonous. It smells good. Actually, it smells terrible because it's running rich. That has to get fixed, but it's running rich because of the bad throttle position sensor. Press the test button. Watch what it does. That's really neat that it runs through that. Here's your gas gauge that you can set it to be a quarter tank instead of a full tank. I don't know who bought this Buick and went, yes, I don't have money for gas because you bought an electrical nightmare. It's getting there. I've got a dash, I've got a radio, I've got things. I think I already said this, but it's good. Okay, so now that I've professionally repaired the ABS system, the light no longer comes on. So I have to put this dash back in, get all the fascia on. I got it back from the guy who sent me this. I sent this as a core. It wasn't supposed to do. I have that one too, so I pretty much just have to assemble. And then I'll do the sensor so the brake light goes away, or the check engine light goes away, and then no warning lights on the dash. These gloves are too small. It was very annoying, but the dash is in. Thank God.
Take your check.
Nice. It actually looks competent. And yeah, no more ABS light. The squeaky fan's going off. Awesome. Last major interior appointment is going to be this pass-through door that doesn't stay. And I mean, yeah, the passenger headliner's sagging, but I'll do that at some point. It's not that big a deal. This is I don't really know how I want to do this because it sort of stays and it stays aligned. I just need something to keep it there. Okay, so I did something. Apparently this is a steel door, which I forgot. So as of the moment, it won't open, right? Like it still moves. This will explain itself in a second. But most importantly, it has a little force holding it back there, you know, flush with the trim. And it can't fly forward and slam down while you're driving, which was kind of the primary concern. I mean, it didn't technically matter at all. And if you look in the trunk, you can't see what I did until you do that. It's a little part of a slide lock and a bungee cord to whatever that hole is. And you know what? Good enough, because I don't really see another way of doing this without it being a major project. So, yay. Oh, good, I have it. I have to get this throttle position sensor out. I don't even know what the specs for it are yet, but the wires are easy. Getting it on and off, different story. Aiden's down here, starting on the lower ball joints, which are studded in, meaning they're I thought you were gonna scream after that. Meaning that they're the
fourth time it happened.
Meaning they're the factory ball joints, and no one's changed them. We're doing both sides because that side needs it. And
do we have enough drill bits?
We might have to go to Harbor Freight. Alright, I gotta find what's holding this in. Because of the wicked bad clearance, we had to cut this line wrench, and I had to hammer it onto there. But the mostly rounded out castle nut is now loose. I just have to keep getting it off. Okay, that appears to have done absolutely nothing. Wicked. We've been stuck on this all night. Everything else has gone smoothly, but that. I got the throttle body together. Haven't even tested it. It's dark now. I gotta do this. Okay, so that ball joint separator did all of nothing except snap in half. But I did, it's a new day because it's still fighting me, find the heads for my air hammer. So I'm gonna set the pressure to what it should be. Just beat the knuckle there, or the ball joint. Why? Anything but a normal job on any car I work on ever. This is an induction heater. There's a fan because I don't have a mask. And I'm essentially going to sit here till the ball joint is red hot, and then I'm going to try and shove the fork in it again because I don't really know what else to do. I mean, I wish I had a sledgehammer for the fork, but I don't right now, and I really don't want to go to the store again. We're trying this. Oh, and Chinesium. Come on, man! Just come off! Why? Every car I work on, every single car. By the way, I was supposed to be a mechanic, and if this happened in the auto industry and you're a flat rate guy, you get like an hour and a half for this job. I'm on day 2, and I do have proper tools. So that's why there's an auto tech shortage. Okay, so there's progress, but not the kind I wanted. The ball joint housing is free. See, that moves. It's just being retained by the control arm bushing. The ball joint and stud are still stuck. The only way I see of getting this out is getting that CV axle out of the way. I didn't want to do at all in the slightest, but that's what I gotta do. Okay, so in order to get the CV axle out, it's actually not that hard. It's those 2 big bolts up top, and I gotta get I might have to take the caliper and bracket off, and I gotta take the axle nut off. except I have absolutely nothing even close to that size. So that's quite literally it. I can't do anything today. So I think I'm just going to clean up these tools and see if the check engine light went away. That sucks, but at least it's progress. I just need to bring in some bigger sockets. Yes. Yes. Throttle position sensor. 0.58 is way too high. That's cool. But at least it does register. And it did not back off. Whoa, what's good with that? Why is it still sitting at 4? Was the thing just lagging? No, it doesn't always drop down correctly. That's interesting. 0.9. Nope. Let's see if it runs like that. Check engine light is not on, but it hasn't quite run through its diagnostic yet, so we'll see. It's idling much higher than it usually does. 2,000. I don't know if that's correct. It could just be cold. Maybe it's waiting for that cold signal to go away. I suppose we'll really just have to wait. I guess in the meantime I can correct the clock. It's still, well, it's not focusing. It's still running at like 2 grand. It's idling way high with that, and I think it's because the number's wrong. So I'm gonna have to go out there and adjust it, which is gonna be great. Oh, it's right above the exhaust because I couldn't reach it in the first place. And I had to take the throttle body off. I'm not doing that again. I'll find a way around it. Yeah, I have to stick my hand there, and that's the exhaust. So I have it on the charger. I kind of have the fans running and that fan running, and we can shoot it with compressed air. What a bad spot to put that. Well, maybe I'll throw a water bottle on that too. Yeah, yay, you! There. In you go. I want to live. My brand new sensor's broken. It's got an arm on here, and I'm supposed to pull it, and it's supposed to spring back, and it doesn't. It just stays. So, let's see if I can fix that. All right, here's my new sensor, and it works again. So tightening it up, it's hitting something, and it's jamming this up. And I think I know what's happened. This is the original, and you can see, oops, see how it's flat pretty much here, and then the arm bends out a bunch? This one jumps up a bunch and the arm does not bend out. So I actually just went and ground this down. I'm hoping that made enough clearance. Yeah, gotta modify brand new parts. Thank you, quality parts supplier. All right, so by physically modifying my brand new sensor, I now have a responsive throttle position sensor that always resets to a proper 0.4 idle. Well, it should be between 0.4 and 0.5, which it is. And then it should max out right around 455, or 450, 460, which it does. So let's see how this runs. Much smoother. I don't feel like I'm gonna get vibrated out of my seat. Oh, I was gonna say that better not be on. No, copyrighted music, go away. All right, 1200 RPM. No lights on the dash, the ABS was fixed, and the check engine light actually went away. Oh, revs much quicker now. Yeah, nice. All right, well, let's see. It's vibrating less in here, but is it vibrating less out here? Oh yeah, significantly. Nice! I gotta put the hose clamp back on. Let's see. Hold on. Exhaust leak is somewhere nearby. Where? I don't know, but I'd like to find it. There's something tapping kind of around here. Oh, it's hot! Who could have known? The exhaust is extremely hot. What was I thinking? Ow! I don't think I got any permanent burns, but that was extremely stupid. I think it's coming from that side. Let's go over there. I had been thinking that since it hadn't been running long that the exhaust wasn't that hot, but I forgot I was running it earlier. I don't know. I don't see... I don't have any inkling as to where that leak might be. Yeah, so that actually burned me really bad. That's cool. I'm a genius. Anyway, I don't know where the exhaust leak is. But now I just hear it. But like when I'm sitting in the car, I don't feel like I'm getting violently flooded with exhaust fumes, which is kind of the problem. Yeah, yippee, fixed! I've been having fun playing with the electrical, and I'm doing the hazards now. And I've noticed that they go back and forth together. Very entertaining. And I guess the hazards also turn the cornering lights on. Don't know why, but that's kind of interesting. Kind of just perusing what may need fixed, and I was looking at like, oh, can I fix the headlights because the lamp retract button works? And I looked into it. It's like, no, they only pop them up, and also these motors are horrendously bad. I should not. Oh, yeah. Well, this is what I was going to talk about. There's something missing. Probably the nut that holds the decorative fascia on. So let me just. Find one that fits. Alright, so this nut is stripped out, sort of. The stud's gone, and then that one's missing a nut. So I'm just going to switch that one to over there, and it should be much better. Both are on this side, although they are loose. Yeah, sweet. So that doesn't flop all over the place anymore. The remaining play is just armature play, because the motor's worn out. But now it should sit more flush with the fender. That's pretty good. Alright, we got the right socket. It was a 35 and not a 34. And, could have asked me to move.
Yeah, but that was easier. What'd you do?
I have it. It's over on Time Warp. Yeah, so all we're going to do is pull this away so that we can pull the CV axle up and out of the knuckle. We're going to leave it in the transmission, and then that should be enough room to get a 3-jaw vise on the knuckle. We got it, it's off, but the control arm's boiling hot, and we got stuff to do on the other ones, so... Finally! Little idiot is still screwing us on the lower ball joint. We now have the air grinder and everything out. However, this is gonna be the end of this video, because I lost my other SD cards. I only have one right now. Don't have time or money to get another one. We're gonna get this done, and that's the last thing it needs. It's the last thing. And I want to film the certain other thing that's coming up. Don't worry, it's the only good one. And yeah, you know, I need storage on this card. So it's almost done. I wanted this to be the video where it was done, but it's done enough. Use your imagination. Yeah.